Hello, thank you for tuning in to this week's section of reads. This should be on the YouTube channel, James13 Wicca, in case you're seeing it somewhere else. The dice and decks I'm using are listed below. Other than that, if you'd like a direct reading from me, go ahead, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com, James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's also below. Other than that, let's get into your selection. Hello, Pisces. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Pisces? Okay, what is that? Hitting the mark by slowing down. This is going to be an interesting ride. I'm saying that as a Pisces. 3 cards, why not? Over there, 1 there, face down. And we're going to put these over here. Why face down? Don't know. We'll find out soon. Something is going on this little roller coaster ride. This is going to be definitely one of those readings. It's either there or it's not. And I feel like within the first 2 to 3 minutes, you should know if it's either there or not. There's something that's bothering you, and something is off point or feels off point. It's meant to be a reset, to redecide, to realign you where you want to be. I get that whatever's going on, something here, it's underlying. It doesn't have to mean you're living in this like I hate every day type energy, but something could be in family, social connections, work. Something is just like, I don't like this. For some of you, it could be like, for example, you have a talent, writing, some type of artistry, whatever it may be, and you're just not happy where that is right now. And it's kind of like, I don't feel like it's good. But it has had its good moments. But right now, it's just, I don't feel inspired or connected, or something isn't right. The 2 of Pentacles with the 10 of Swords is kind of like, I'm having a hard time seeing a way out of it, is what I keep getting. So I don't feel like it's like I can't stand every day. I don't feel like that's where we are. I feel like it's more like this isn't going right and I don't know what to do with it. And it's really holding me down. That type of energy. I mean, these readings are meant to like be uplifting. Keep that in mind. So the whole point is to like find a better place for you. There's good cards coming that are a little bit contradictory, so I'm like really wondering where this is going. And I will also say, like I will say at some point anyway, I am a Pisces too. You're starting to get it. You're starting to get it. Okay. You're starting to that's really strong. You are starting to get it. You're closer to the situation. You're seeing what's not working. The closer you get to that is very strange, because it's like, yeah, the closer I get to it, the less optimism I have. But they're saying, no, that's not the point. The point is for you to see what's not working so you can realign yourself. It's not meant to own you. It's not meant to ruin your life. It's meant for you to see something that's just not working so that you can be like, okay, this path isn't working. What else do I have? And at first it's going to be like, I don't see anything else. Ironically, you're in the right place because it is going to show up. So if you're feeling like that in life, or you're like, I don't see how this could ever go right, and just maybe you might even be looking back kind of like, there's times where I thought it was going right and didn't work out that way. They're saying you're in the right place because you're realigning yourself. This is not meant to own you. This is not meant to crush you. This is meant for you to step back and go, wait a minute. I need to clearly do something differently. But what makes sense for me? Inspiration, stability. I'm getting financial health as stability. New stability. The life purpose with the financial health, I'm getting new stability. If you want to take it literally, knock your socks off. I'm more of an intuitive reader. New stability in your life, a new way of looking at things, a new empowering moment. Inspiration is about to show up. It feels like it's late to the party, and I feel like there's a pushback saying it's not. It's just waiting. It's going to show up at the right time. You're yet to rise again. You will lift yourself up again. It will happen. Hold on, we're going to get there. Okay. So there's a possibility coming in. Somebody, is this a person or is this, it could be a person. There, something is lifting the block. The Four of Wands coming up twice. Once in the dice, once in the cards next. Something is lifting the block and doing its best to help you move forward. Something is really trying to help you. Could be an actual person. Could be a moment. Could be like a spiritual push forward. I feel like there's a moment coming. I feel like it's better to look at this as a moment than as a person. Something is coming to help move you forward, to help bring your energy back up, to help you find an opportunistic moment to build from again. I feel like the purpose of this reading is kind of like saying, before you think you're completely screwed over and it's just a waste of time, it's not. Hold on, realize that this is a purposeful moment so you don't repeat something that you've already been doing. Because I feel like it's almost like, I like to equate things to food. If I keep looking at cakes, for example, and it's like, I've had a red cake, I've had an orange cake, I've had a purple cake, I've had a blue cake, I've had a green cake, and they're kind of like, and I feel like they're looking at this kind of like, you keep changing the color, and you're not really changing the flavor. And that's the thing. It's like, oh, it's blue now, I like it more now. Oh, wait, it turned out to be the same thing. Oh, it's green now, I like green better. Oh, the green turned out. They're like, stop making those cakes. It's kind of like, it was never the color, it was the flavor. So it's almost like, maybe you were making a vanilla cake and putting something in it to make it green. It just wasn't working. Maybe you had like a matcha cake or whatever, and you're just like, no, it didn't work. Maybe a pistachio cake, which is also green, maybe that's better. I'm sure there's other things. Is mint green? Spearmint is green, isn't it? Anyway, they're saying it. You're looking at it in a different way going forward. It's kind of realizing, like, I thought I was changing things, and I really wasn't. I was just changing this one piece of it, and through it was that color, but it wasn't like, I wasn't changing the flavor, and the flavor just never worked for me. It's like changing the flavor, the color of the cake, and it's always vanilla, and you're just like, it just never seemed to really make it for me. I would put berries on it or this or whatever on it, but it just never worked. It's kind of like, we need to change the cake. Maybe you need a butterscotch cake. Maybe you need a pecan cake. Maybe you need a lemon cake or something. That's the point. It's hard to see at this point because I know it sounds probably weird the way I'm saying it, but you're meant to step into this next opportunity, and the next opportunity is basically, it's giving you a different cake flavor. Instead of the cake color changing, it's the cake flavor. And it's almost like when this flavor comes in, it makes me think of like carrot cake, which typically carrot cake is not like, it's a brownish color, if I remember right. I haven't made it in a long time. I don't know if I've ever actually made it. My mother used to make it. It was brown. It was brown with little orange specks in it, if I remember right. Which tastes good, just does not look pretty in my opinion. It's almost like somebody's bringing you carrot cake, and you're like, I don't really know if I want carrot cake. It doesn't look super appetizing, and the thought of carrots, I'm like, I don't know if I want that. Then you have some, and you're like, oh, this is really good. I actually like the cake. And it's kind of like realizing, I like the flavor. The flavor works for me. Can I do different things with the frosting? Does that make sense or not? You know what I mean? This is the opportunity coming in. Somebody's giving you a different flavor of cake. And it may be one that at first you're like, I don't think I want that flavor. And then you're like, well, I'm here, I guess I'll try it. And you like it. Does that make sense? Am I making it too complicated? I hope not. It's a weird moment because it's kind of like, it's a weird moment because it's kind of like, all right, something new came in. What is this, the 7? The 4 of Pentacles. This new moment comes in, a new flavor comes in. And I feel like it's good. All right, that's a good moment. But the purpose of this reading is not to be satisfied with good. We want better than that. The thing is, when it comes in, you might be like, hey, this is better than what I've had. I guess I'll just stick with that. There's this, like, I'm good enough energy there. You might hit that, which is completely your business if you're like, you know what? I don't care. Good enough works for me right now. That's where I'm sticking. That is your business. This reading is trying to inspire you to go a little farther with it. Because I keep getting that you might be very content with that. It realigned. It's realigned better than it has. Is it my original, like, aspiration? Is it hitting the level I originally wanted earlier in life? No, but it's not bad. And the fact that it's not bad, maybe I'll just stick with it there. Maybe not bad is good enough. You don't have to settle for that. This other one, I'm going to put some dice on this before You could end up getting stagnant. Be careful. It's all right, but it doesn't have to be there. But if you decide that's what it is, then that's what it is. I feel like this is one of those things where I get the 8 of Pentacles, the dreams. I have the Hanged Man going like this, which means it's kind of like you don't have to get stuck in this. You don't have to. And then I got the Page of Pentacles. It's all about stability. It's all about slow movement forward. It reminds me of working with clay. I mean, we're going to shift from food to art, apparently. Whatever. It's like slowly getting to know the situation. It's almost like, for me, for example, I'm going to go back to food with the carrot cake. Looking at things online, what have other people done with it? What other things would match? What other frostings are out there? What other things can you do with carrot cake? I'm sure you could modify it. What other ways could you modify it? And it's kind of like, maybe it's like, I'll try a quarter recipe and make cupcakes and see, like, try a couple different flavors and just see what happens without taking too much of a risk. Maybe I'll do stuff like that type of thing. This is one of those things where it says, I feel like whatever the situation is, it's like it's knocked me down too many times. Maybe I'm just okay with not bad. But they're saying you can do more with this slowly and surely. You can make more of this. You can have your original aspiration. It's just finding a different way to do it. And not shutting yourself completely down and shutting yourself off. Because I feel like if I get happy with, well, it's not bad. If I make that, if that's okay, I was like, well, it's not bad. I'll settle for that. You could end up going a little bit numb to the situation and not being unhappy with it, but not really being happy with it either. Because when you're numb, it's not happy nor unhappy. It's just kind of there. And this is something you're meant to enjoy. There are problems with whatever the situation came from. Because in the past, you have known some times that were good, but I feel like when I look back, I'm like, were they? I don't know. There might be some scrutiny with that, where I look backwards, I'm like, it was good, but then maybe I'm like, yeah, but knowing what I know now, was it? I feel like I'm scrutinizing certain things, maybe because I know things that I didn't know before. Like at the time, there were certain things going on that I didn't really pay attention to or didn't understand how they were actually affecting me. Knowing what I know now, it does look different, is what I keep getting. Because I keep looking backwards, and there's certain things I feel like I have to let go of. I'm not personally, you have to do what you feel is right. I'm personally not a forgive and forget person. I'm a forgive and remember person. I'm like, I'll forgive you, but you don't get another chance to do that. Just because I forgive you just means I'm not holding that anger. I don't want bad things to happen to you, but I don't want you in my life either. Or I have also done this where I'm like, certain people may still be in my life, but they don't get certain opportunities with me anymore. You know what I mean? I don't set myself up to do those same type of things with them. I forget and remember. Or I forgive and remember. I forget and remember, sure. I forgive and remember. So if you want to forgive and forget, that's your business. But I feel like there's something here where it's like, I feel like I got to process. I don't have to. It's better if you process something. Again, I'm not a forgive and forget. I'm a forget and remember. That's the type of person I am. And I can be like, well, I don't want bad things to happen to you. Have a good time. Enjoy your sandwich, whatever you're doing. But it doesn't mean I want to sit down and enjoy lunch with you. I'm just saying. You know, have a good life. Just have it without me. I tend to be that one. Once in a great while, I can coexist with somebody if I feel I have to, but I also don't let them into a place, or I don't give them an opportunity to repeat a problem they've already shown me that they can't handle right. So you have to do what you feel is right. This is like finding a way to process, making peace with the past, but also giving yourself the confidence, like, well, I'm not going to let that person do it to me again. And if I'm not going to let that person from the past do it to me again, I'm not letting somebody from the future do it to me either, because, you know, it's not the person as much as the act. And I don't want that act happening again with that person or anybody else who seems to be pulling those type of games, whatever that may be for you. This energy is getting better for you. This situation, whatever it is, it does keep improving, but I do get that it's improving slowly. These last two cards, plus that last one, okay. These last two cards are good, but some people are afraid of the one card. And it's the Devil card. It's not, I don't view it as that scary anymore, especially when you realize, or if you do realize, it can talk about Capricorn energy. Capricorn energy is not bad energy. It is very strict with boundaries and has no tolerance for people crossing those boundaries. That is true. But it also upholds a standard and demands a standard, which is a very good thing. There's a lot of success here with creating new standards and not bending on your standards. Sometimes the standards can be so strong that it's like, I don't even give if people don't show me what I need to see, I don't even give them the opportunity to show that they can or can't do it. If I'm already seeing things where I don't like, they're not even going to get a chance to break the rules. Because I'm like, I don't feel like there's a lot of confidence here. I'm not even going to give you the chance to break certain rules with me. You're not even allowed close enough. And there's a lot of success here, a lot of confidence building here. Things going better slowly over time, building new rules, adhering to the rules. And I don't know if I said it right. It's like certain people, it's like I'm not even giving them the chance to break the rules, if that makes sense. Like I'm watching them and how they handle other things, how they handle other situations. Like there was a person who had an interest in me. And I remember talking to them, and I just remember seeing how ruthless they were with their ex, and I thought to myself, there was a lot of unnecessary petty things they were doing, and I remember deciding for myself, this is not the type of person I want in my life, this is not the type of person I want to deal with, because in my opinion, somebody who's very petty begets petty. Petty is perverse. It really is. Petty people get petty results. And I personally don't let that in my life. And it's like, the reason I'm bringing that forward is like, I didn't even let that person close enough to even try. Because once I realized how bad they were, like instead of letting something go with an ex, it was because I kept thinking it's either one of two things. Either they're really rotten and they just like being nasty to people when they get the opportunity, or they're not over that person. And that's why they keep traumatizing that person. And I just was like, you know what, I'm out. And that's an example of like, I didn't even let that person get close enough. I just quietly backed away. I don't think we even went on a date. I think I just kind of like, we're just going to back off. We're just going to, and they found interest in somebody else. And I was just like, great. And I just moved on from it. But that's an example of like creating new boundaries and just not giving certain people a chance to break the rules. Kind of like, oh, I'm seeing it. I'm just going to peacefully let this go quiet and then just walk away from them. This is meant to build. Hopefully this is a good thing. Hopefully this came across right if I gave it correct attention. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. It's james4astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information that's below, same email. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.